Hello, wise guys! This video is about the biography of the famous actor James Gandolfini. While he became famous for his iconic role as Tony Soprano in the cult TV series, his talent and career have been far more versatile and exciting than many people imagine. James Gandolfini was born on September 18, 1961 in Westwood, New Jersey, to an Italian-American family. And here's what the actor himself says about his motherland. I grew up in New Jersey. When I was a kid, I was surrounded by ordinary people. The streets were filled with children playing. We had the ocean and we had mountains. I wish my son had grown up like that. My father had 3 of us. My father often said, "We are peasants." He wanted, no matter how my life turned out, that I would remember that I'm a simple man from a simple family, the actor admits. The father of the future celebrity actor James Gandolfini was awarded the Purple Heart for his service during World War II. During peacetime, he became a stonemason and his wife worked in school. The family lived a humble life, but with love and care for each other. James grew up with his sister Joanna, and his parents spoke Italian at home and raised their children in the Catholic faith. As an adult, James admitted that he always felt he was Italian and loved going to the historical homeland of his forefathers. These roots and the history of the Gandolfini family would become a significant force in James's life and career, inspiring him to create powerful and memorable characters on screen. So, let's learn more about the story of how James Gandolfini began his career in theater and cinema. During his high school years, James was not keen on theatrical activities, devoting more time to sports and basketball. But from time to time, he did participate in school productions. After graduating from high school, Gandolfini entered Rutgers University, but soon realized that his true passion was theater. He made his stage debut at the New York Theater and began to build his career as a stage actor. However, to make a living, young James got a job as an administrator at a nightclub on 21st Street. There he spent 2 years meeting and getting to know different people, which subsequently helped him create vivid and unique characters on the screen. He also graduated from Susan Aston's theater classes, which taught under the method of Sanford Meisner, and participated in several amateur performances. In 1992, James Gandolfini made his Broadway debut in the play A Streetcar Named Desire. That same year, he starred in his first feature film, A Stranger Among Us, where he got a small part. About a year after his film debut in 1993, Gandolfini starred in 4 high-profile films at once, including the crime comedy Money for Nothing, the melodrama True Romance, the comedy drama Mr. Wonderful, and the drama Italian Movie. In True Romance, James played a small but memorable role. He embodied on screen a character named Virgil, an assassin who shows no mercy and will stop at nothing to complete his mission. The character was so convincing that the audience could not look away from the screen, following his every step. James soon got his first major role in the melodrama Angie, directed by Martha Coolidge. In 1997, Gandolfini starred in the TV movie 12 Angry Men, about a jury deciding the fate of a young accused. Gandolfini played juror number 6. Well, let's learn more about how the role of Tony Soprano was a breakthrough in James Gandolfini's career. For many viewers around the world, the television series The Sopranos has become a cult phenomenon, and the role of the head of the criminal family, Tony Soprano, has become a milestone in the career of James Gandolfini. The actor showed all his talents and skills in this role, for which he was awarded 3 Emmy Awards and the Golden Globe. Critics have praised the extraordinary acting plasticity and charisma of Gandolfini as Tony Soprano, who became not only the main character of the series, but rather a decisive image for the actor's creativity. To match the scripted character, James gained 12 kilos, which once again emphasized his dedication and professionalism in his work. The Sopranos ran for 6 seasons and is still one of the most popular and influential series of all time. Thanks to his role on the show, James Gandolfini has become a Hollywood legend and a memorable figure for many viewers around the world. When I first read the script for The Sopranos, I turned to my then-girlfriend and said to her, "I'd play this dude so God himself would give me a standing ovation, but they'll never let me on the set. They'll hire a damn pretty boy, a pedigree bellboy with Irish roots and a brilliant pipsqueak. For some reason, I was sure one of those dudes on TV would get the part. But they got me," James was still surprised. Tony Soprano is a man who is sick and tired of female dominance. It's about the same in my life. Women are very powerful now. They're all like Lady Macbeth. In The Sopranos, I play a lunatic from New Jersey, which in fact I am. James compares himself to the character. By the way, write in the comments which episode of the show you think is the best and why. The starring role in The Sopranos earned James multiple nominations year after year, 3 Emmy statuettes and 1 Golden Globe. However, when the series ended in 2007, James was neither sad nor disappointed. On the contrary, he said, "I wasn't sad to say goodbye to The Sopranos. I had spent so much time in his shoes that to part with him was a real relief." James Gandolfini is not just a Hollywood legend for his role in The Sopranos. He has also demonstrated his talent and skill in many other films and theatrical plays. In 1999, he stunned viewers with his role as a weirdo in the movie 8mm. And in 2001, he played a hitman with a non-traditional orientation in the comedy The Mexican. That same year, he was invited by the Coen brothers to star in their new movie, The Man Who Wasn't There. In 2004, he appeared in the Christmas comedy Surviving Christmas. And in 2005, he played in the art house movie Romance and Cigarettes. In 2006, he got a role in the noir film Lonely Hearts and starred in the remake of All the King's Men. The Last Castle is a gripping 2001 film in which James Gandolfini played one of the leading roles. This film is full of tension and drama and immerses the viewer in the world of a military prison, where the characters fight not only for their lives, but also for their beliefs. James Gandolfini excelled in his role as the Colonel, who is a cruel and ruthless prison governor. He developed the image of a man who will stop at nothing to maintain his authority. His character was so realistic and versatile that the viewer could feel his charisma and uncommonness. But that wasn't all. In 2009, James returned to Broadway in God of Carnage and was nominated for a Tony Award for that role. That same year, he played the mayor of NYC in the thriller The Taking of Pelham 123, as well as the independent comedy In the Loop. In 2010, James produced a TV movie about Ernest Hemingway and starred in the family drama Welcome to the Rileys. James Gandolfini played the role of Mickey in the movie Killing Them Softly. Mickey is a hitman who is called in to help kill a couple of losers. He is a former hitman who has fallen on hard times due to his addiction to alcohol and prostitutes. James Gandolfini played one of the major roles in the 2014 film The Drop. In this movie, he played the role of Marv, a former gangster who, along with bartender Bobby, works in a bar that is a drop point for local gangsters. Gandolfini was able to convey his character's emotions perfectly, eliciting empathy and compassion from the audience. His performance was particularly vivid in the scenes where Marv talks to Bobby about his life and his problems. In these moments, the actor conveyed all the complexity and controversy of his character, causing the audience a lot of emotions. He played Albert in the romantic comedy Enough Said and impressed the audience with his unique performance. Movie critics in the United States thought that for this role, he should have been nominated posthumously for the 2014 Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Although he did not make the Oscar shortlist, he was posthumously nominated for the Independent Spirit Awards and the U.S. Screen Actors Guild Awards in similar categories. James Gandolfini's life was full of difficulties and tragedies that left a deep mark on his soul. As a young man, he suffered a deep heartbreak over the loss of the girl he loved. And for a long time, he could not start a new relationship. But in 1995, he met Marcy Woodarski, who helped him overcome his grief. Their union resulted in the birth of their son Michael. But the couple's relationship was not ideal. In 2002, he divorced Marcy and met Laura Somoza, whom he almost married. But even that relationship did not lead to a happy and long-lasting alliance. It would seem that James was not fated to find the perfect wife and create a family. However, in 2008, he met Deborah Lynn, who became a real support and source of happiness for him. She gave birth to his daughter Liliana, and they lived together in New York, and also had a large piece of land on Manitoba Lake. In addition, James had a passion for motorcycles and found freedom in it. James Gandolfini was not only a talented actor, but also a loving father and husband. He spent the rest of his days surrounded by the kindness and love of his wife Deborah and his daughter. But suddenly and unexpectedly, on June 19, 2013, this talented man's life was cut short. While on vacation in Rome with his 13-year-old son Michael, Gandolfini collapsed in the hotel room bathroom. Michael rushed an ambulance, but despite the doctor's best efforts, James died in the hospital as a result of heart failure. The news of his death shocked and deeply saddened everyone, including representatives of HBO channel, which produced the legendary The Sopranos. He was not only a talented actor, but also a wonderful man who treated everyone with respect and love. To honor the memory of the late actor, Broadway theaters turned off the lights for 1 minute, and the farewell to James Gandolfini took place at New York's Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist, where nearly the entire core cast of The Sopranos came to pay their last respects to their friend and colleague. In late 2013, HBO released a documentary honoring James's memory, another reminder of his talent and contributions to the world of art. His early death has caused a great void in the hearts of countless fans, but his legacy lives on in his work and in the memory of those who knew and loved him. While James Gandolfini passed away at a young age for males, he managed to live a full and vibrant life, leaving us, the audience, an incredible legacy. He was not just a talented actor, but an example of how even when he reached the heights of fame, it was possible to maintain his humanity and soulfulness. His roles in movies and on TV are memorable for a long time. He created colorful and catchy personages in which there was something of himself. Wise guys, lend me your ears. I'm now an Audible associate, which means you get a special deal. Sign up with my link and get a free Audible trial, a whole month to binge your favorite books. Think Donnie Brasco, The Godfather, Wise Guy, Casino. All the classics to get you feeling like Tony before a sit-down. And hey, if it's not for you, forget about it. Cancel anytime, no strings attached. Don't miss this chance to turn your downtime into a story straight out of The Sopranos.